All right, welcome everyone to What's Trending, where we take some hot topics from the week and find out what people in our community have to say about them. So joining us on our panel, we have Phil Townsend, and he's the owner and manager of Sunland Chemical right here. Thanks for joining us. And then we have Debbie Pogozinski. She's a registered dietitian over at YRMC. Glad you could make it as well. And then we have Blake Stallworth, the sales manager at Alexander Ford. So thank you guys for coming and joining us. We've got some good topics for you guys. So you're you suppose. Okay, so the first one, the man who famously put down his Big Mac to help rescue 3 women who were held captive for a decade in Ohio is now being recognized for his interview when it went viral after it was made into a song. So we're going to take a look at that really quick for people who haven't seen it.
She said, please help me get out. So I open the door, we can't get in that way. The body can't fit through the door, only your hand. So we kick the bottom. And she comes out and she says, get some more girls up in that house. Call 911.
Okay. Okay, and so now he gets free hamburgers in Cleveland, and he also has a burger named after him. And, you know, they've done these songs for a few different types of interviews, but do you think it's done in bad taste, or is it just an entertaining part of our culture that we can embrace? Phil, what do you think?
Well, you know, I find it kind of interesting that just for doing the right thing, things go viral anymore, and we have these big discussions about them. The guy did the right thing, and it was a very good thing. And, you know, if they want to give him free hamburgers, fine. The song, bad taste.
You think the song is in bad taste,
Yes.
though? Okay. What do you think?
I would have to agree. I mean, entertainment, you know, it's controversial. It's going to offend somebody. Me personally, I didn't care for the song, but like, you know, he said, the thought behind it and, you know, the positive message and what he did is definitely something that should be rewarded. But yeah, the song itself, I didn't care for.
No? All right, Blake, what do you think?
I agree. I think with all the negative press out there in our society today, you know, while obviously a real fine line with the topic, I thought the song was funny in its own, you know, extent. Bad taste for the family, obviously, but definitely got a little enjoyment out of it, I'd have to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
So entertaining, but inappropriate.
Right.
Yeah, you agree. Okay, well, right after the break coming up, we've got schools that are working to put physical education back into their school system, but did one school take it too far when they introduced yoga? We'll see what our panelists think when we get back. And welcome back, everyone, for What's Trending here on Sunrise, where we take some of the hot topics that are trending around the area, around the country, and find out what people in our community think. So we've got our panelists here, and we've got a question. We're looking at the school system. So schools are working to use physical education, and they're using that activity to help raise students' grades. But now in California, there is a lawsuit that claims yoga is too religious to be practiced in public schools, even though the school system was trying to use it as an exercise. It was being taught in the Encinitas School District, but a set of parents want to end that. So what do you think? Is yoga inappropriate for public schools? Debbie, we'll start with you.
I really don't think so. I think a lot of it's probably in the delivery. If you're delivering it as an exercise and maybe a stress management tool, then that's what it is. I really think there's definitely a place for it in a school as a form of exercise and even as a stress reliever. So that's my opinion.
I agree with Debbie. With all the obesity issues we have out there with our youth, I think any exercise is a great form of exercise.
Absolutely.
And, you know,
And no objections to yoga in general?
Absolutely not. Open the door for new ideas.
Okay. Phil?
Get them outside playing dodgeball. I mean,
Dodgeball, but that could be
That's another controversial one.
I mean, you know, if you stretch without warming up, I mean, you know, it's, you know, we've gotten lawsuit crazy. You know, if people want to stretch and you know, get these kids doing something, that's fine. You know, keep the religion part out of it, the meditation part, whatever. You know, but my dog loves it when my wife gets down and does her stretching exercises. She thinks she's all over her, you know?
Yeah. So no objections. What about dodgeball? Would you guys be opposed to dodgeball in schools?
Mine's enrolled in dodgeball this summer.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, like you said, the more you can get them moving, the better.
All
Absolutely.
right. So any kind of physical activity is what you guys have to say then, right?
Absolutely.
You're going for that. Okay. Well, now we've got one more. Here's our third and final topic for what's trending this morning. There's a new trend in the bar scene, and this was the first I'd heard about this, and I know some of you guys too. But what they're doing is they're taking their favorite hard liqueur and adding dry ice and then breathing in the alcohol vapors to get a buzz fast. And some say that, they're doing this because they want to ingest empty calories and they don't actually have that guilt factor afterwards. But doctors are saying that smoking alcohol is bad for your health. So is this something you would try? Do you think this is, a legitimate claim that it's going to help you lose weight because you're not getting those calories? Or, as far as overdosing goes, do you think it's just a good way for people to get in trouble? Phil, what do you think?
It's just another crazy fad. Young people love fads. They don't look at the long-term effects. We can go back through. I'm so old, I don't even remember what the fad was when I was a teenager. So, it was dangerous, I'm sure. Sure, there's danger. Young people look at the moment, not the long-term effects. It's just a crazy fad.
Had you ever heard of this?
No.
No. All right, Debbie, what do you think?
I never heard of it. In fact, I almost didn't believe it when I heard of it. It's so bizarre and potentially really dangerous. So I myself would never do it. Thinking about that going straight through your lungs into your bloodstream without metabolizing through your liver is horrifying. Weight loss, much better ways of achieving weight loss, I'd say.
Dodgeball again.
And very dangerous. So. Yeah.
While I'm all for the weight loss, I watched that and I was blown away. What a scary thing. I think, like with the bath salts that surfaced not too long ago, I think you're going to start seeing the same with that. I mean, it just looks scary all in itself. So,
right.
Bad idea.
And from a dietary standpoint, I mean, just professionally, if you found out that people were doing this at work, what would be your professional opinion on that?
I mean, it's just the dangers aren't worth any potential benefits. I mean, the only thing I think beneficially, I don't even want to.
So it could be pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bad.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate you guys coming in and weighing in on our topics and everything. Lots of good stuff. Apparently, they want you to play dodgeball. That was the big thing that I got this morning. All right. And so thank you guys for joining us again here on the show. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at some more of those graduation shout outs for you.
Okay.